I also come from an education background and I teach kids. And when you are teaching kids, I sometimes have this urge to tell them ki we have the sun. Say, for example, when I'm talking about the solar system, the question they have is who put the sun over there? Now, you cannot go totally rational on them. When the kids are there at home, parents would have taught them certain things. So I'm trying to balance a situation where I don't want to get into a conflict with their parents, but at the same time, I would want them to have a critical thinking.
Can I ask you how young those students are that you're teaching?
5 to 7.
Generally, at that age, I would say they're old enough to think more rationally. So I would say don't tell them anything, don't tell them an assertive statement, but ask them questions. Ask them questions where they have to think and examine their own beliefs. Makes sense?
So basically, you're telling them to challenge their own beliefs by asking them counter questions.
Ask them questions.
Okay.
What do you think happened? Like if someone put the
Right.
sun there, how would that have been done?
But when a
Right.
child says who put it there, I think a simple direction to point them in is to tell them, don't you think the question should be how did it come to be there? Right? Because who is a very heavy thing. It implies so many things. And it
That's
may
a
very
good
well be
argument, yeah.
because it may very well be because their parents are of a religious bent of mind, and when they talk, they casually just say, Kisi ne to banaya hoga. So children absorb what they hear.
Right.
You don't have to actually tell them your family is wrong. You can just push them gently in the direction of a non-anthropomorphical way of looking at things. So maybe that will help.
Yeah, I
We
don't get that
clarified in
as
the
well.
beginning. We clarified in the beginning. We're agnostic atheists. Our position about matters like that is that we don't know. If we said something, you could ask us why we said it, but we did not say it. So I don't understand what the argument is. If you want to clarify your argument, feel free.
No, I just came to time.
Yeah, he does that. Comes, asks a question, disappears. Fate is more an Eastern concept than a Western concept. And Western religion, at least the way it exists right now, puts a lot of stock in.
My question was, so I was talking with my friend about Carl Sagan and stuff, and I mentioned the quote, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So his point was, he agrees with me, but he says the concept of God is not very extraordinary because many people throughout the world have believed in a God for a long time. He says religion is natural and it has survived for a long time. So how would you respond to that?
My response would be that whenever you claim that something exists that doesn't have any form of evidence, that's an extraordinary claim. Whether you say God exists, whether you say ghosts exist, whether you say a flying unicorn exists, whether you say a two-tailed squirrel exists somewhere on earth, these are all
Or a
things-
nine-tailed fox.
These are all claims of something existing with literally no evidence. It doesn't matter how many people hold these beliefs. Maybe no one believes that the fox, the nine-tailed fox, or the flying pig or whatever exists. Nobody believes in that, but a lot of people believe in the existence of God. That doesn't make it any less extraordinary of a claim. It's still an extraordinary claim when you claim that something that doesn't have any evidence exists.
Yeah, so his point was different, like civilizations have come up with gods, and so there must be something like either genetically or something that makes you religious.
Yeah, there is something, and I've made a video on exactly this, what you're talking about. It's there on my main channel. I don't know if you know my channel. It's called Science is Dope. Check the video called The Story of God. I talk about exactly this. Why humans everywhere in all cultures all over the world have a tendency to think that anything inexplicable has a cause that may be supernatural. I talk about this. Waymo is also there in that video, so you can check it out. I think if we talk about that, it's called agency detection.
I would say the existence of religion is not extraordinary, but the claims that religions make are often extraordinary. So there's a distinction to be made there.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Hold on. Let me cut you.
Wait,
out
let me
here.
finish.
Just 1 minute. Sorry.
No,
So
no,
when-
conspiracy theories,
Dude,
let him
I'm
finish.
gonna remove him, man.
Conspiracy
I'm gonna
theorist.
remove him.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think this.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
sure,
there's
up to
anything
you.
productive
Okay,
about
you can
this.
remove him.
But anyway, this close friend of mine has pet cats, and the cats are horrified when there are crackers. So there's also noise pollution and everything.